Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte from Tahiti Tourism. Thank you for joining us for today's Tahiti webinar where we'll be focusing on cultural experiences across the islands of Tahiti. It's a destination famous for amazing landscapes and some of the best luxury resorts, but today we're going to hear a bit more about some of the experiences available that give an authentic taste of the culture in the islands of Tahiti. So joining us first of all is Madalena, who's going to tell us about Mai Tai, Lapita Village Hotel and Aranui Cruises. Welcome, Madalena.
Thank you very much, Charlotte. I'm very happy to present you today the two unique products that we have in French Polynesia, the Mai Tai Hotel in Wainé and the Aranui Cruises in the Marquesas Islands. So I will start sharing my screen right away. We can just confirm me that you see properly. Up. Okay.
Yeah,
up.
Looks great.
Okay, so I will just start right now with the Mai Tai Lapita Village, which is our 3-star hotel that offers the services of a 4-star hotel. And it stands out for its cultural heritage and it's designed to honor and preserve the Lapita history. It is the perfect mix of past and present that looks out onto the very same view explorer Captain James Cook had in the late 1700s. As you can see here, the Mai Tai Lapita is located on the island of Wainé. It's only a 35-minute flight from Tahiti. And in this vast tropical garden, Wainé is the ideal island for an authentic stay, combining nature and culture, since the island is actually having several archaeological sites, and the Mai Tai Lapita is located on one of them. Actually, it is the only hotel in Polynesia to have been designed on an archaeological site where the Wainan ancestors once lived. This is why the hotel's name is Lapita Village, referring to those people who were actually the first to colonize the western tropical Pacific islands. On this plan, we can see the original design of the hotel, which is around a lake and on an archaeological site. And you have to know that the archaeological excavations were carried out on site and have brought to light many ancient objects, which are more than 1,000 years old. The hotel's bar and restaurant are located by the pool and the beach, and the architecture is inspired by the houses of ancient Polynesian chefs. So the ancient objects that were found on this archaeological site are actually displayed and can be seen in the hotel's gallery, which traces the history of the Lapita civilization. And also on the hotel grounds, it's a restored mare, which means an open-air stone temple that you can see here on these photos. You can see that the hotel is particularly original in its design and decoration, and it has 32 intimate bungalows, half of which are built around a lake dotted with water lilies, while the restaurant and the swimming pool are on the edge of the lagoon. So you can notice that their creative architecture is reminiscent of canoes. These are our premium lake bungalows located on the lake in a very serene and tropical atmosphere. And here you can have a look at our interior that, as you can see, it's inspired by the arts of Lapita pottery. And by the way, the owner of the hotel is a potter himself. In the bathrooms, again, another detail is that the oversized sinks are designed to echo the oval shape of the traditional Tahitian canoes once again. Here you can have a look at our premium garden bungalows, which have the same surface and terrace size. And the big news is that we are going to have also some pools on these bungalows. Same thing for our pool garden bungalows, which are nestled in the gardens and will be ideal for clients who have maybe more tight budget. So here you can see the traditional canoe paddles, which are hanging from the wall. So once again, a detail remembering the Lapita civilization, which were fishermen. And I would like to, before going to the Aranui cruises, just to resume the Maitai Lapita village main features. So it's really the ideal stopover for your clients wishing to discover an authentic Polynesian cultural experience in a tropical setting. And most important is that the hotel honors the culture of the Lapita people through its museum, and it truly represents an amazing and unique cultural experience to offer your clients in French Polynesia. Okay, now I will present you the Aranui cruises that you may already know. The Aranui is a Polynesian shipping company that has been sailing in Polynesia since the 50s, and the ship will make you discover the mythical archipelago of the Marquesas Islands in a very authentic way with its fascinating culture and traditions. And you will see that the experience of the Aranui, it's another unique cultural experience to offer to your clients that are looking for a unique expedition and with a taste for adventure. So at each stopover in the Marquesas, which by the way are candidate for the UNESCO World Heritage listing, the Aranui delivers the freight to the inhabitants, while the passengers visit the island with our guides. By the way, we have English-speaking guides, and in 11 nights we visit the 6 inhabited islands of the Marquesas with 2 stops in the Tuamotu archipelago. It's really the journey of a lifetime that every client should experience in French Polynesia. So we will take your clients to the most remote islands in the world, which are located 1,500 kilometers from Tahiti. And this offers them access to villages that no other boat serves. So you have to know that some Marquesan islands don't even have an airport. So this boat, the Aranui, represents an essential link with the outside world. And sometimes it's actually the only way of accessing these remote islands. The Marquesas, well, in Marquesan, we call it Te Whenua Inana, which means the land of men. They are unique in their culture because you have to know that the Marquesans is actually a nation of proud and fierce and ancient warriors. Their language is unique because it's distinct from Tahitian, and traditional dances here, as you can see on the photo, are performed in a more warrior way, such as the New Zealand haka. And very important to know is that for 2 centuries, it was prohibited for the Marquesans to pray in their own language. And now, today, we are witnessing to a cultural revival of the Marquesan heritage, which are very proud and happy to mark their difference. And the Aranui is highly contributing in this aspect. And now, since 1985, the Marquesans are allowed to teach their language in elementary school, which is actually an exception in all of French Polynesia. Another unique cultural feature is the traditional art of the tattooing, which here begins shortly after birth and continues throughout the life of the Marquesans. And you will see during the excursions that all the Marquesans are tattooed with different motifs that represent either gods, mythology, nature, ancestors. And for your clients who'd like a permanent souvenir, you have to know that we have a tattooer on board that you can see on the photo. It is Eddie, and you can take an appointment with him during the cruise to do a Marquesan tattoo. The Marquesas also are a real open-air museum with the most beautiful archaeological sites in Polynesia, and the Marquesas are also distinguished by their culture of the tiki. It's the statues that you can see here on the photo that can be either statue of geniuses or gods who actually bring protection and keep away bad energies. The Marquesan are also very well known for their rich handicrafts, and they are happy to share their local legends, their beliefs, and the passengers of the Aranui will have the opportunity to discover this very famous Marquesan craft because we will take them to different sites during the excursions, and they will also have the opportunity to discover the authentic Marquesan traditions, the gastronomy, either on board or during the excursions. On board, we have ukulele classes, we have Tahitian Tahitian dances that we teach to our guests, and all sort of traditions and different local dishes as well that they will have the opportunity to taste. So one of the reasons our cruise is such an exceptional experience, it's also because you'll meet the Marquesans themselves. Actually, they are eagerly awaiting the arrival of the Aranui, first to come to collect its goods, and then they also assist our teams in the organization of the visit. So the Aranui is not only participating in the promotion of the Marquesan culture, but is also contributing to the development of the local economy. The Marquesas that you can see here on the photo, they live in a very simple and traditional way, from copra harvesting, is the coconut, fishing, hunting, crafts, and tourism, and you will definitely be marked by their hospitality and kindness. As I told you at the beginning of the presentation, the Aranui is not only a simple cruise ship, but it's also a freight ship. And at the various stops in the Marquesas, we are unloading all kinds of goods needed for local life, and we load it back with copra, fruits, and fish to be taken back to Pepette. And besides its freight activity, the Aranui has the comfort of a cruise ship, as I mentioned. So you can see here that the front of the ship is dedicated to freight, and the rear of the ship, it's organized like a real cruise ship. And the disembarkation of our clients for the excursion is done with this help of small boats that you can see here, and it's really an amazing adventure to live. All our staff is Polynesian, and you have to know that a significant number of our crew members is Marquesan themselves. So the Aranui offers a truly human adventure thanks to its relaxed and warm atmosphere on board, and also a total cultural immersion thanks to our staff. And our English-speaking guides are very passionate about sharing their knowledge on board or during the excursions about the Marquesas. So you have to know that the Marquesas itinerary we propose on the Aranui lasts about 12 days and 11 nights. And each year we have about 20 departures for our traditional cruise in the Marquesas, which is in total representing a 4,500 kilometers of adventure departing from Tahiti. So as you can see here, we are going to the Tuamotu archipelago, either Makatea, Whakarava, Kauai, and then we visit the 6 islands of the Marquesas. There are 12 of them, but only 6 are inhabited. So there are Nukuiva, Uapo, Uauka, Ivaoa, Tawata, and Fatuiva. So this is the first stopover in the Tuamotu archipelago. As you can see here, it's really the Polynesian postal card before going to the Marquesas, with a completely different background, with this lush vegetation. And here the program will focus on history, culture, discovery, crafts, and meeting the Marquesan people. And the passengers are always happy to discover the stories of this land and their legend, which are very fascinating. And according to the legend of the Marquesas, actually each island of the Marquesas is one of the foundation pillars of a divine house built for man by the god Oatea and his wife Atanua. So these are the kind of landscapes that your clients will enjoy during the cruise. And while visiting the different sites, the inhabitants will actually organize cultural shows, because as you saw, dance, music, and singing are an integral part of the Marquesan culture. And then before getting back to Pepete, after having visited the 6 islands of the Marquesas, the passengers will once again enjoy the blue of the lagoon at the end of the cruise, with a stopover in Tuamotu in Rangiroa, where they will have the possibility to do diving or snorkeling. So you saw that our departures are about 20 to the Marquesas and Tuamotu. And I would just like to mention that beside our traditional cruise to the Marquesas, we also offer special discovery itineraries. And very important is that we offer a 30% discount on the Cook and Pitcairn departures of February and April. And next year we have different special offers. We have the free upgrade for the Marquesas cruises for departures between January and June. And also for you, the travel agents, we have a special travel agent rate next year, which is of 2,095 euros per person for you and also for your companion if you decide to come on board. So this offer is available on the Marquises cruises, but also on the Pitcairn and Cook cruises for the departures between 21st of January to 17th of April next year. So don't hesitate to write me. I will give you at the end my email address, or Charlotte can also give it to you. Don't hesitate to ask us about any booking that you would like to make. And in 2024, we already have our program, which has been released. And the big news is that we are going to integrate again the stop in Bora Bora in 2024. And of course, we'll also suggest our special itineraries beside the Marquises cruise. And for the ones that will book earlier, we offer a 10% discount as well as on the low season departures. The Aranui cruise has been designed to accommodate about 230 passengers, so it's not a big ship, and more than half of the cabins are equipped with balconies, which are nicely furnished and air-conditioned. And here you can have a look at the different categories that we have. The most popular are the Deluxe Superior and the Premium Suites, but we also have standard and also dormitories. So to end my presentation, I would just like to say a special thanks to Charlotte for organizing this webinar. And in case you have any questions or requests, my email is madalena@vima-islands.com. And we are based in Paris, so don't hesitate to contact us for any questions you have. We can send you brochures. We also have the cabin availabilities on our site available, pre-recorded webinars, photos, videos. So thank you again. And if you have any questions, you know where to find us. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Madalena. That's really interesting to hear about those cultural experiences and also the promo and discounts. Hopefully some people watching will be able to take advantage of those one day.
I hope so.
Great. Thanks again.
Thank you. And see you soon.
Thank you. Hope so. Bye.
Bye.
So moving over to Bora Bora now, we're joined by Nari, who is here to tell us all about Bora Bora Cultural Lagoon Tours. Thanks for dialing in all the way from Tahiti. Looking forward to hearing about your tours. So whenever you're ready, please share your presentation.
So Yorana, hi everyone. I'm gonna introduce myself first. So my name is Nari. I'm doing this since like 7 years now. So with my wife, we created our company Bora Bora Lagoon and Cultural Tour like 3 years ago before COVID, and then now we working like really hard. So today I just want to introduce the company too. So the goal of our company is to I don't know how you say that in English. We always favorites. I don't know how to say that. So we always show and introduce our culture to the people from outside, the people who doesn't know our culture, and then firstly the people come in Bora Bora for the lagoons. So that's why we call our company Cultural and Lagoon Tours. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, hope you see something here.
I can see the screen.
Yeah, it came back to the.
I think there's a slight delay, but just carry on. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we in 2-hour tour we offer three types of tour, different tours. So a lagoon tour, it's the half day. We do also cultural and lagoon tours for the full day, and then also sunset and private dinner on board. So do you see, I hope you see something. Hello?
Yeah, we can see the presentation now.
You still hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
can hear
okay.
you. All good.
Okay. Okay. So this is our boat. And then the pictures, we are on the founding motu. So the summary will be, firstly, I will tell you more about the boat because it has a history. All the design we have on it has a meaning also. We always try to be authentic with our boat, with the story, with what we're doing too. So as I told you, we do different type of tour. So private and shared tour, and then at the end you'll see the different pictures with different guests we get on board, we welcome on board. So now about the boat. Firstly, we named the boat Otia Are. Otia Are means Otia means a limit in Tahitian, and then Are means wave. So we want to be, the meaning is all the people we come on board will be on board, will be protected. So that's the meaning. We put a limit around the boat that will protect the people on board. And also I was talking you about the different design. On the pictures to the right, you can see a sun, we can see a manta rays, we can see a turtle, we can see braid and waves in the back. So all those are linked to my personality, and then what we want the company will be in a certain time. So an example, the sun will be for the shining, the brightness. We have the manta rays because it's really majestic. We want our company and our people to be majestic when we are together. The turtle will be the longevity, long life to the company. And then the wave is because of me, because I like to be in water, and then that's what I like to do and where I like to be. And then also, as you can see on the boat, we have a net, so it's also enlarging the space on board on the boat, so we can lay on the net. But the only problem on the net is that you get wet. So I think you are here for that. You will be there for that. For the boat too, we make it like differently because inside we have a table. We personalize it, we customize it, the inside, because our first goal also was we wanted to be only in private tour, but with COVID, we have to open to the shared too. So since those days, we're still doing it. So what with the program was for the private tour. On private tour, we do half day and full day land and sea. Land and sea means we spend the morning in the water where we're gonna do 3 snorkel stops. We'll see stingrays, we'll see sharks outside of the reef, and then we see a coral garden. Where for the coral garden, I do it like a different way. I like to be with people, talking about, share what I know about the different area where we're going, and also before they get into, we show them the different pictures, and then their goal will be memorize the species they saw on the pictures, and then try to find it into the water. And then on our way back to the boat, I tell them more about what they're eating, why we find them there, and then also everything I know about the different species. There's so much to say about those. Of course, I provide towels, drinks, and snorkel stuffs, but I always suggest to people to take their own stuff because firstly because of COVID, and then because they always used to use their stuffs. Now for the land parts, we spend the afternoon on the motu. For the full day, we spend the afternoon on the motu, where we take the lunch first, and then we have two cultural activities like we do canoe outrigger, we do botanical walk, we do shell bracelets, we do also flower necklace. So that would depend of the seasons. Um, when the flowers are blooming, we do flower necklace or flower crown. So that really depends on what we have, what we find. For the half day land and sea on the private tour, it's only 4 hours. So we spend 2 hours in the water. We do 2 snorkel stops, and then we spend 2 hours on the family motu, where we do 2 cultural activities. So it's a nice things to do when you have different things to do the afternoon. So that was for the private tour, full day and half day land and sea. We also do private tour for lagoon tour. Lagoon tour, we do the same program for full day, but the afternoon we don't have the land parts. We don't have the cultural parts. And half day, we spend only the morning in the water. So we're still in private tour for the private sunset. So private sunset is like 2 hours. We spend 2 hours together. I pick the peoples up, the peoples up at the resort, and then we reach we try to be at the channel for before the sunset. So actually the sunset is really late. It's going to be 7 o'clock p.m. I always try to pick the people at 4:30 or 5 p.m. and then reach the channel for at least 6 o'clock, between 6 o'clock to 5:30. So during our ride, I play ukulele, or we have a radio on board, so where the people can play their playlist by Bluetooth, or I tell different stories of the different area where we're going. Example, we're gonna ride into the crater. I would tell more about the island, the people, and then the story of the two highest mountain, and then we ride to the channel. So during the sunset, I offer the private tour. So we provide drinks. So we have rum punch, we have lemonade, we have water, pineapple juice, mango juice, Coke, zero Coke, and champagne. So I provide everything on that. But the people still can come with their own stuffs. So recently we opened to the next one will be the private dinner on board. We recently open it, and then the first people who tried it, they all said it was wonderful. They spent a wonderful time. So it's like 3 hours maximum. We are same program as the sunset. We pick them up, we go to the channel, or we go to the crater, tell the different stories. We have appetizer on board. We have after the sunset, we stop to a sandbar where another boat will come and then bring all the food provided by 2 different restaurants. So before that, we suggested 2 different menu from two different restaurants, and then the people has the choice between those two menu. And then after the dinner, on our way back, if we can see, we're still able to see the stars. I do like a quick stargazing, like 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes. That will depend of the people if they have more questions or not. But it's a nice thing to introduce into our culture. So now to finish on the shared tour, for the shared tour, we do on a half day only lagoon tour. So same program as the private. Full day, we do land and sea. So means 3 stops in water, and then for the cultural parts, I do family motu. But the thing is, you can share the tour with maximum 12 people. So the boat is allowed to take at least 12 people maximum. And then also we do the shared sunset tour. So sunset tours shared, we do like 6 people maximum. Otherwise, it's not really romantic. And then next you'll see the different pictures with our first guest. When we start, we just open our company. They look really happy. So we can see the banana cake. That was an activity we did. On the right side, you have the flower necklace. They do their own necklace, and then they go back to the resort with their stuffs. Also, shell bracelets, canwheel trigger, the fruit salad. So here's the different the different prices of the different tour that we offer. So I can share it later with if you need it. So also, yeah, I forgot to tell you, on our day when we do an example, when we do the morning activity, coconut demonstrations, we finish it on the demonstrations of morning. So the people go back with a small bottle of morning. So that should be a gift for people. And then, yeah, for the menu, we always try to keep that local touch. So it means our lunch is composed of fei, we call it in Tahitian. I think you call it banana plantain. We have sweet potatoes, carpaccio. We have raw fish and coconut milk, like homemade poke. We have barbecue. On barbecue, we have fish, chicken, sausage, sometimes lagoon fishes. So that depends on what we have. The dessert would be fruit salad, or sometimes we do mango jelly. Sometimes we do panna cotta with local fruit inside. And then here's next, you have the phone number where you can reach us by WhatsApp, or you can just call directly. And our emails also if you need more information. So thank you for your time, and then we'll be welcome to welcome you on our boat. Maruru.